Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware-built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Houston Cougars offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Arizona State's offense will have its first possession of the game. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
This time he's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Luck. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Now the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They're going to throw it again. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Coming after it. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He's looking to throw on third and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Dialing up a second down pass play. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man. It's Young. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now adjusting. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Off play action. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Right back to him on the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Trying play action. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Houston will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Houston offense once again. The give out of the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Turns it on in midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine. I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. If you want to sit back, then fine. I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score Arizona State 10, Houston 0.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is a type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
On third down, going up top. Quick completion on the out. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Cougars are rolling down the field. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's straight.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Houston. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Vanderbilt is currently trailing but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass, using his feet to buy time.
They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand, we've had success. We got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. To the air on 1st down. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He fires a bullet to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
This time on target. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Tight end finds a soft spot. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Hogs it downfield. It's caught. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. They'll immediately call timeout. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holders. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Getting some heat. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. A little screen to the running back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. 6th play of the drive coming up. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. Bulls his way forward. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
At the 38. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And that one will give them the lead.
Arizona State.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll give it on the counter. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Number 87.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to get to it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And 1st down for the offense.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to throw here on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Cougars are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Trying to get to him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got it down the right side. And he breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31, Houston 20.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Houston offense once again. He wants to start this drive with a pass, using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Set up for second and short after that completion. Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on second down. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the right.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. After the misfire, it's second down. Now the play fake. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cougars! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question what the quarterback was doing with that one. Nice job.
Here comes the two-point try. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal would tie it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Houston, 28.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got the quick pass. Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Jamison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. To the ground with the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. He's up to 57 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's back to throw on second down. He makes the connection. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. He's going to pass. And they got him for the sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 19 to Oklahoma. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The play action fake. Looking left. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grab behind the line. It's up. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Houston offense comes onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Back to the air one more time. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone.
Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense takes matters into their own hands. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Takes the easy one to the back. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. On 2nd down, just keeps firing.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run this play from the pistol. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Brings up second down.
On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
On the move, it's Cobb. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.